I apologize in advance for the noisy children. I have begged and begged for them to be quiet, and they are not cooperating with me. And I'm sorry I'm running a little bit behind. I know I said I was going live at 10:30, but, stuff. So, here I am going live 10 minutes late, which means I can only go about 50 minutes talking. So I hope that that's enough. If we have a few more of you guys show up, I will start talking. Be sure to post your hellos so that I can give you a little bit of a shout out here at the beginning of the video. Those who pop on first get to have a little shout out if they say hello. So feel free to comment. Yeah, this morning has been a little bit insane around here, but so far everything's going somewhat to plan. Here we go. Sandra, Jerry, good to see you. Maria Hemsworth, hello. Keto in Hawaii, aloha. That's very nice. Hawaii. I'd love to go to Hawaii sometime. You live in Hawaii? I'm a little bit jealous, though. I know that things are much more expensive over there than they are here. But yeah, I've never been anywhere fun for fun. I've never been anywhere exotic for fun. We went to India, but that was not necessarily exotic, and it was definitely not for fun. Deborah Bales, good to see you. She was my 500 subscriber winner. Wow. I'm almost at 5,500 subscribers now, Deborah. Isn't that insane? I just can't even get over it. It just blows my mind. Every time I look at that number just going up and up, I'm like, whoa. Hey, Luz Diaz, good morning. I know, right? 5,500. It's really, really close. Okay, so for my subject today, and I apologize if I'm wiggling, I have a new selfie stick holder thing that is a little different, so I don't know if it's going to work or not. But yeah, so for our subject today, exogenous ketones. Now, if you haven't heard of exogenous ketones, there are a couple companies out there marketing them. The number one company that's out there marketing them is called Pruvit, Pruvit. And I've seen a couple new ones actually recently, and I was in a group today on Facebook this morning. I was in a group where we usually buy things. So like one of those co-op groups where somebody runs a buy and everybody gets in, and so you get the cheap stuff from China and everybody gets it and this person runs it. I've bought like nursing hoodies and pop sockets and other, random items, dishes even, plastic dishes I think we did. And the last couple of weeks, she hasn't run any co-ops or any like open buys, and all she keeps doing is posting this shake thing or drink thing. I don't even think it was Pruvit brand. I didn't take the time to really look, but I did see that it was exogenous ketones. It was like keto relaunch or something like that. So how do you feel about these new products, and do you know what they are? Basically, they're ketones, and you drink them, and they're supposed to help you lose weight. So how do you guys feel about that? Do you think that it's a really marketable product? Do you think that it's a true like thing? Like if you can drink ketones, you can eat cake and you won't just keep losing weight? What do you think? I'm sure you guys probably know what I think. Yes, the answer, no. No. Okay, so guys, it's science. I don't know everything about science. I don't know everything about keto science. I've definitely been studying keto science recently. But what I do know is that ketones are basically a byproduct of your body converting your body fat into energy. Because they need the ketones, your body needs the ketones. That's the energy the thing that it burns instead of glycogen, like your body converts sugar, carbs into glycogen through the liver. It also does the same for fats, converting them to ketones. So if you have ketones in your blood and you are in ketosis, that is a sign that your body has burned body fat. So it just kind of seems like common sense to me that if you drink ketones, it's just a waste of money because your body did not convert any fat to get them. Also, if you pour ketones into your body, even if you're in ketosis, seems to me like your body would burn those ketones and not bother to burn your body fat. Am I crazy in this way of thinking? Like, it seems to me like everyone should like get that. And I don't understand why people don't get that. Like, I'm sure it's because they want to make money. And they're trying to convince people like me who are desperate to lose weight that if they only drink this magical drink, they will automatically start to lose weight and their body will be in ketosis and they don't have to do any of the carb restriction. Yeah. I don't buy it. I bet you bottom dollar that anybody who's had success on a product like that is doing actual keto. And it's shooting themselves in the foot if they're taking that and they're doing keto because their body doesn't need to burn their own body fat to get to ketones. But if you're drinking ketones when you're not in ketosis, your body will do nothing with them. Your body will always burn the glycogen first. It's the easiest source. It'll turn to ketones next. But if you have plenty of glycogen stores because you just ate a birthday cake, your body's not going to burn those ketones and whoosh, there goes your money down the toilet. Quite literally, down the toilet. So, if you're watching this and you're thinking about buying into Prove It or any of those other MLM companies that are selling these ridiculous products trying to prey on poor, unsuspecting people like us, do not do it. I beg you, do not do it. Become an expert on keto and sell your coaching services. By all means, become a nutritionist, become a bodybuilder, become anyone that's actually doing some kind of action and healthy weight loss person and make some money that way. Do not prey on people that are desperate for cash. Please don't do that. So that's my soapbox for today. Believe it or not, I posted nicely, I thought, on there about how I'd lost 160 pounds without bothering to use any products. And I'm very proud of that. And I don't intend to use any products other than food and salt and magnesium the entire time. I'm not going to use any shakes or powders or pills or anything like that. So I posted that, and within 30 seconds I was banned from the group. Of course, I'm really good at getting banned. I'm starting to think it must be me getting banned, but I just can't sit by and see her posting that week after week and have other people getting duped. It drives me nuts. So even if only one person saw my arguments, I maybe saved one person from flushing their money down the toilet. Then I went on her Facebook page too, and I posted it there, and she was really not happy. So then she blocked me. Whoops. But you know what? Sometimes it's just got to be said. So that's why I'm saying it here on YouTube, because this is my channel and I can say what I want. So Danielle, if you're watching this channel, please don't use my advice to lose weight and convince people it was that stupid drink, because you know and I know the truth. Okay, so if anyone has any questions they want to talk to me about keto, we have about 40 minutes that I can chat before I have to run and take the kids to Shakespeare. They are all ready to go down there, and if they start acting like crazy, that's because they're either not watching me, or are they watching me? They might be watching me, and if so, they might be quiet. But if they're not watching me, they're crazy, bored, running around kids because they're not doing anything but being kids. All right, so I'm going to scroll back and see if you guys have already asked me any questions. And I apologize every time I flip the thing. When I touch my screen to roll up your comments, it focuses on my bed every time. It's so annoying. So if it goes in and out of focus, I apologize. All right. Okay, lots of compliments. Thank you. Our spot says doing taekwondo is an awesome way to lose weight and it will help tone up. Yeah, any kind of exercise you want to do to help tone, build muscle, that's going to help you. I'm totally lazy and I don't really do much exercise. I do dance. I do clogging once a week, and I practice a couple times a week just for fun. But it's just for fun. I don't do it for the exercise benefits. I literally do it just for fun so that I can participate with my kids. I'm going to be in the recital. Oh my gosh, 4 weeks from now. And yes, I will be posting it here for you guys to see, so you can laugh at me, but it's kind of a cute dance. It's a little bit flirty, and we're having a lot of fun with it. We're going to be dancing to the country version of Footloose. So it's looking pretty good, I think. I think we're going to be a great group of older ladies who are trying to compete with little kiddies, but it's not really a competition, so we're going to get a lot of woohoos, I'm sure. Okay. Joanne Gilmore, she asks me, did you have any hard days on your journey? Well, Yes, of course. Of course. Everybody has hard days, whether they're on a weight loss journey or not. Yes, I have had some very difficult days. I've had some very emotional days. I do suffer from depression, though keto has almost cured it for me. I only have trouble probably 1 or 2 days a month where I feel the sadness kind of coming on, but usually I can keep it at bay. This week was really, really hard for me, especially Saturday morning. We had already spent a 10-hour day doing dance photos. I basically stood up for 10 hours, and then I was coming into the next day, and I woke up and I was really stressed out because, as I have mentioned before, my house is a total disaster. I spend all of my free time doing YouTube and photography, and we homeschool. And so the mornings are spent doing homeschool, and the afternoons are spent doing dance, and any free time I have is devoted towards YouTube and photography. And so I do not ever clean. Like, I wash the laundry and my kids do the jobs, but they're kids and they don't always clean it very well. And my daughter was having she was going to prom with a bunch of friends, not like with a date. And they had all decided they were going to come to my house to dress up or to get dressed. And I was in a serious panic when I woke up. When I looked around my house and I realized what other people at her school are going to think of her family and her house because it's a mess. And I usually don't care because most people that come over, I like just don't care. Like, I'm like, yep, this is me. Woohoo. Everybody knows that this is me. I'm always that way. I just don't like cleaning. It makes me literally angry. I start yelling at people. It is not pretty. So I just choose not to do it, and I get my kids to do it as much as I can. But, kids are kids, and they make more messes than they clean. So, my house is a mess. And I have this lovely little spot right here for you guys. You guys can see my backdrop here, but you don't get to see all the mess in front of me, which is my giant laundry mountain, which is, I can touch it right here. Laundry mountain. Yep, gotta fold those. Anyway, I was in a serious bad state. If I hadn't had all the experiences that I had that led up to that point, I probably would have grabbed something sugary to just get by through the day, but I did not. I did have a snack of a 1 bar. On my video, if I put it in there, it shows 2 1 bars, and I was going to eat them both, and then I read the ingredients and I was like, what on earth? There's freaking maltitol and sugar in those. Found that out after I already ate one. Why can't they just make a keto bar that has freaking erythritol in it? That has protein and erythritol. It's got to be possible, right? Can't Lily Chocolate make us a freaking protein bar so that we have a snack we can eat on the go? I don't know. Anyway, that's another story. So in the morning, this was me. Yelling at everybody, angry at my son, angry at everybody, yelling. And I'm freaking out. I'm trying not to cry because I don't want to wreck my makeup, and I want to be like calm because I have like 40 billion dancers to photograph and 10-hour day, 11-hour day ahead of me. And this is what I'm doing to myself. Get a grip, Tamra! Freaking get a grip! In the car, I'm yelling at myself. You cannot be freaking out right now. You cannot be freaking out. So, yeah, I definitely freak out. I definitely have hard days. I definitely have temptations. Life is hard. I was telling my husband, I'm like, life is all well and good when I can do keto when life is good. But what happens if something really bad happens? Will I fall off the wagon? If something tragic happens in my life, will I sink into despair and head back that direction? My husband doesn't think I will, but I don't know. We cannot predict the future. I am praying that if ever something tragic happens to me, that I will be able to use the support that I have here on YouTube and use the support that I have on Facebook and in real life, that somehow I'll be able to get through it and stay on my path and not go back into that bad place. Because if you go back there, it's bad. It's bad. It doesn't make you feel better. It doesn't make you feel better. And I just keep telling myself that when I have a hard day. It won't make you feel better, Tamra. Won't make you feel better. So yeah, I caved and I had a 1 bar. I regretted it. It didn't do anything to me, but I was mad. I felt like, how are you marketing this as a low-carb product? Oh, sugar. I was mad. And I thought the Think Thin bars were bad. The ones, they had maltitol coating. I think I'm going to go back to the Think Thin bars if I have to have a bar, because those ones at least are only maltitol. Okay, I'm going on and on. Sorry. Yeah. I have heard the Kirkland ones are good, but I do not have a Costco membership anymore. We let it lapse. We only have a Sam's. So, yeah, no Kirkland for me. But yeah, everybody has hard days. Life sucks sometimes, and life is good sometimes, and it's just kind of a circle. And the key about life is to try and stay on top of the circle as long as you can. So when you're in the good times, really try and stay there, really try and figure out what you're doing mentally, emotionally to try and keep yourself there, and don't let your circumstances drag you down. And if you find yourself slipping down that circle, that side where you feel like you're slipping into despair, try and shoot really quickly out of it, which is what I was doing to myself when I was yelling at myself to get a grip. Rather than wallowing, rather than, doing what I normally would do as a person with depression, just say, I can't do this, I'm not doing this, I just told myself to get a grip, and I did. And I'm getting better at that. I'm getting better at shooting underneath that bottom part of the circle and popping back up to the top and trying to stay at the top as long as I can. So that's the only thing we can in life. And I am 43. It took me forever to learn this lesson, and I'm not 100% great at it. Like my life is not perfect. Yeah, I mean, I know I try and portray a really great life on here, but we have our struggles. We really do, just like everybody else. So don't get the idea that I am perfect, because that is far from the truth. All right. Sasha S. says she started at 232 pounds and she's down to 168. What? That is fantastic. I can't wait to be there. I did drop some of the water weight. So today I weighed in at 215, but gosh, you guys know that by Sunday I'm going to be back up to 220 again, because that's the story of my life. But yeah, I want to see that 168. Are you kidding me? That would be fantastic. Congratulations. That is awesome. Okay. She said, and she also says that she knows you lose more if you watch your calories and macros. Yeah, if you've watched my channel, you'll know that I definitely do that. I have set macros. I don't really watch my calories because macros kind of line up with calories, but they're under 1,300 a day usually. If you've been watching my videos, you know that they're probably not under 13 a day this last few weeks, because I just have been eating what I have to eat in order to survive and just stay keto and not stress over about the weight loss. And that's what I've been doing. So after May, things will get back to normal, and that'll be great. So, all right. Okay. So Khadija Farah asks, hi there, how do you stay focused and not cheat with having to make non-keto foods for the kids and others? I'm the only one in my family doing keto, and it's not getting easy. The only thing I can give you advice is what Sarah from Pearls of Wisdom and Food suggests. She calls it squinting. Squinting. It's where basically there's non-keto foods all around you, but you just have to kind of gloss over them like you don't see them. And when you're having to fix them for your family, that is really, really difficult, I know. But the best thing to do is eat first. So make your food first and make it really yummy. Eat first and then make theirs if you can. I know that I'm lucky because I have Chef Dave to cook their meals for me. I don't know exactly how he does it. Maybe if he is on later, I don't know if he's going to be able to get on at work. But if he happens to see this, maybe he'll comment under yours and ask and tell you how his struggles have been with that. I know it's really hard because of tasting things. It's hard to know if it tastes good. So we try and stick to recipes that we know the kids like. We don't have to mess around too much with it. But yeah, it's definitely not easy. I mean, come on. I mean, you see my videos. I take my kids out all the time and they get scones with butter and powdered sugar and ice cream and stuff like that. And I sit there and eat my burger with lettuce wrap and I'm happy. But that's because I am happy. I'm very happy with this way of eating. I'm very content. I found my groove. And once I found it, I just don't have desire to go back. But, you got to remember, I've been doing this for almost a year and a half, about 16 months. And so that's a long time because, it's May 1st and I started January 1st, 2017. So I think that's 16 months, or is that 17 months? I don't know. Actually don't know. Well, anyway, I've been doing it a while. So you just kind of have to keep going and deal with one day at a time. Plan your meals in advance. Put them into your tracker. Make sure that they line up calorie-wise and macro-wise. And don't fear from it. Have everything purchased so that you don't have to grab things on the go like me this week. You don't want to get yourself into a situation where you feel tempted if you can. Everything that you have control over, take control of it. And that is my best advice to you. All right. Joanne Gilmore asks, do you ever struggle with insomnia with all the extra energy you have? I have not struggled with insomnia. My best suggestion, if you are struggling with it, is to take your magnesium at night and to take more. So you can take a lot more magnesium probably than you're already taking. The recommended amount is about 300 milligrams. I have a friend who takes 700 milligrams in order to be regular. I would assume for insomnia, you could do the same thing where you raise your dose for a few days and raise your dose for a few days. Just add an extra pill until you get to the place where it will help you. Now, I do know that magnesium citrate is not going to help you in that department. It will help you in if you need to, if you're constipated, it can help with that. Sodium, oh my gosh. Magnesium malate will actually give you energy. And magnesium glycinate or glycinate, I don't know how that is pronounced. I've heard it pronounced both ways. So I call it glycinate, but it's probably glycinate with my luck. That one is meant to relax you. So that one's my favorite. And I actually take it in the morning and at night because I like to divide my dose. But you could take it all at night and it should help. I know that Teresa from Keto Fat Girl No More, when she first started, that was one of her main issues, and the magnesium did help her. So it's a good chance you could try raising your magnesium level and seeing if that helps, or switching to a different type of magnesium. If you're taking magnesium oxide, that's definitely your problem, because magnesium oxide is only 4% absorbable. So double check your magnesium and make sure you're getting the right amounts, and that should help you with your insomnia. I do not have insomnia, but I never really struggled with it before either. So it's never been an issue that I have had to face, probably because my kids wear me out. And by the time I lay down, I'm just like out. Maybe. I don't know. All right. Laura Trent wants to know who are some of my favorite keto YouTubers. Oh man. I haven't got a chance to watch a lot of my YouTubers in a while. Let's see. Oh man, you're going to put me on the spot right now. The ones that I always have to check in with and make sure they're doing okay. There's a few of them. Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto. She does a podcast every single day, and she always has something interesting to say. I don't know how she keeps up with coming up with new things to say, because it's hard for me to think of things just once a week to talk about, let alone like every day trying to have a new conversation about keto. She's awesome. More power to her. Some newer ones I've come across, of course, Teresa from Keto Fat Girl No More. She's actually one of my Padawans. She was doing the higher protein keto with me, and now she's switched to the higher fat keto. So she might have some insights for both types of keto on her channel. She's just getting started. Angie's Keto Journey is one of my favorites. She doesn't always get posting, but I still watch her because I love watching her in Australia and seeing her life over there. Oh my gosh, who else do I make myself watch? Oh, you guys are killing me right now. I haven't watched YouTube at all this week. I usually watch Diamond. Keto Diamond, I think she is. Keto Diamond. I usually watch her. She's a lot of fun. I usually check in on her once a week or so just to see how she's doing. Another one of my Padawans, Catherine's Way. I check her because she's doing the higher protein keto, and I like to keep tabs with her. Definitely Sandy from Sandy's Losing It. I love her fun videos. I always check in on her weigh-in. I don't always get to see her other videos, but every one of her videos is very entertaining. She is fun to watch. Ketolicious Life, Amy, I like to check in on her. She's doing really great. She just had gallbladder surgery. I hope you're feeling better, Amy. Oh man, I love all of you guys so much. Another one that's not keto that I watch is Lexi Down Under, just because she's beautiful. She is just beautiful. She kind of reminds me of me personality-wise, and she also lives in Australia. It makes me want to move there. Oh man, I could go on, and there's a couple of new ones that I've been watching and that aren't keto, but now I've lost their names. Dang it, you guys are making me realize I need to do a shout out. Okay, so next Tuesday, I'm gonna keep track of all my newbies. And next Tuesday, I'm gonna do a new shout out for my chat. How will that be? I'll have them written down so that I won't forget anybody. Because I hate when I forget people. I mean, of course, there's always the big ones like Keto Connect and Catherine Michelle and Michelle Rock and Jason Whitrock. Oh, and Crazy Keto Girl. Can't forget Verity Adams, Crazy Keto Girl. Oh my gosh. They all don't all do the same kind of keto that I do. There's not very many people out there doing the higher protein that are on YouTube. So if you know of anybody that I haven't seen, let me know, because I definitely would love to get more connections with people who do it the way I do it, because, that would be fun. But most of the ketoers on YouTube do it the regular keto way, which is just the percentages. So, all right, I hope that's enough, and I hope nobody feels bad that I didn't call them out. I hate that question. Okay. All right, let's see. You can order Kirkland bars from eBay. Is that what you're saying? Really? Huh. I will check it out. I mean, I'm not a bars kind of girl, but like right now with dance competitions and like I didn't even get an actual break on my photo day. There was no like lunch break or dinner break, so Chef Dave couldn't even like leave to go get me a hamburger. And I knew that was going to be the way it was. And I usually do eat late anyway, but all of that standing and holding up the camera weighs so much. I kept thinking, gosh, is this thing like 10 pounds? My back hurt, my arms hurt, my hands hurt. And everybody's like, well, why don't you have a tripod? I'm like, I like the freedom of not having a tripod. Plus, I don't want to waste $300 on a good one. I got other things to spend $300 on, like dance, right? Dance. Okay. Oh, man. Why do we have the Trump guys again? Oh. No. Moving on. Okay. Let's see. Oh, my gosh. Please, please, please stop saying Trump is Jesus. Guys, that is blasphemy. I mean, I don't know if you guys are being serious or joking. Like, Trump is not Jesus. Like, to think that holy Jesus Christ would come back into a man who cares about money and power and women. Like, are you insane? And you know what? If I lose some subscribers over saying Trump is not Jesus, oh darn. Please feel free to comment and say why you hate me now, because that happened last time. That's how I feel about that. Are you kidding me? Guys, when Jesus comes back, he's coming in all his glory and he's going to tell all the rest of you guys. Whoopsie. I just can't even with Trump equals Jesus. That is just like the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. Okay, anyway, moving on. Okay. I'm going to check that out on the eBay. Okay, everybody keeps talking about the Magic Pill documentary. Can you believe I have not watched it? Well, you guys, I have no time to watch TV. When would I watch TV? There's no time for TV in my life. And if there ever is time for TV, I just don't ever watch documentaries. I always will watch like something completely fluffy and like so I can like escape. And you know what? I haven't been to a movie in so long. Heartbreak. I haven't even seen The Greatest Showman, and it's freaking on DVD. And you know what else? Infinity War. Yeah. Someone already ruined the end for me the day after it came out. Why? Why would they think that I had time? No, 2 days after it came out. Why would anybody who knows me think that I had time to go see a movie this weekend or any weekend? Thanks for ruining it for me. I probably won't even see it now. So anyway, Magic Pill. Yes, I've heard it's fantastic. Definitely you should watch it. I have not watched it, but my husband has watched it, and he's like, maybe we should put the kids on keto. I'm like, no. Not doing that. Way too much work. Way too much monitoring. Way too much helicoptering. I am not a helicopter parent. I cannot do that. If they want to do it, great. Like I said, my 15-year-old, he's doing it. Today's his weigh-in. He hasn't weighed in yet. We have to take pictures. We did his pictures, and he says he looks different, but we'll see. He's done really great this week. All right. Marika on the Move says, hi there. I've been a silent watcher and really appreciate how open and sharing you are with not only your story, but your acquired knowledge. Thanks so much. Yeah, like, because it's totally not fair for me to learn it and not share it. I'm good at sharing. I've always been good at sharing, like probably to people's annoyance. And this is actually really good for me. It helps me solidify my own knowledge in keto. And it also helps me to not spew keto knowledge to every soul that talks to me in real life. But sadly, that still happens because everybody still asks me and then they get an earful. I'm like, don't ask if you don't really want to know because I will tell you everything. I will. And a lot of my friends, like, it took them a while, but a lot of my friends are jumping on the keto bandwagon now because, anyway, yeah. Everybody's going to give me a hard time about not putting my kids on keto now that stupid thing came out. Guys, I'm not putting my kids on keto. I'm sorry. It's not happening. I have 9 children, and they are all kinds of places where I am not. And trying to monitor that and make them give up sugar would be literally impossible. Not only that, it would cause horrible eating disorders that I am not going to give them. So, like I said, if they want to learn about it, if they want to watch Magic Pill and feel like that they want to go on it and they're willing to monitor themselves, I know they can because several have food allergies and they do monitor those things. But they have to be convinced to do it. So all I do is I keep teaching them. And I do teach them. They know all about keto. You are going to die when you see this weekend. My girls are taking over my channel. I'm giving them my cell phone. And I got them this selfie stick. That's why I have it. And they are taking over my keto channel. It'll probably take me a little while to get their video edited because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of footage. But they have to go to their dance competition this weekend without their mother. I hate that so much. But it is the way it is because I have dance portraits that weekend. So they are going to do a keto channel. And you should hear the funny things my daughter has said. My little Eloise, I found a video that she made on her tablet where she like laid the tablet like underneath her face, like so that she looked super chubby. And then she was like, hello, welcome back to Keto in the Chaos. I am doing really good. I am having my snack. I'm eating peanuts. And she was eating almonds, which was cracking me up because she doesn't even know what they're called. I don't even eat almonds or peanuts very often. And she's like, I'm eating my snack. And she's like, I ate a lot of fat. And I was like, 478 pounds. I started at 478 and today I weighed at 465. It's working. Oh my gosh, she's hilarious. I'm really looking forward to seeing what they will come up with. Maybe they will end up sparking a channel of their own. We shall see, but they are cute little girls. And they know all about why I do what I do, and they are very aware of it. Maybe they don't know the stuff that's on Magic Pill, so maybe they can watch that and they can decide. But don't bother commenting, telling me that I'm feeding my kids crap. I don't care what you say. They're dancers. They exercise every day. Their bodies run on glycogen. They can eat it if they need to, if they want to. I'm not going to stop them. I'm not creating eating disorders in my kids, so. But if they do end up starting to gain weight, luckily they know their mom has a magic pill that will help. And I'm sure that if they feel like they need to, they will ask. Oh, what's a Padawan? What? How old are you, Jamie? A Padawan is a Jedi Knight in training. I call my little people that I coach my Padawans, the ones that I am personally mentoring and like have had chats with and things like that, because that's a mentor-student relationship like in the Jedi. So that's what a Padawan is. All right. Linda says Trump is a lot better than Hillary. Well, I'm not going to argue with you there. I didn't vote for either of them, but he's our president. We need to be respectful, and I'm not saying anything bad about him. I'm just saying he's definitely not Jesus. That's just life right there. There's no way Jesus would be in that. Nope. Jesus was perfect. Why would he do that? Oh, okay, sorry. Why do you guys keep getting me on that subject? I don't want to talk about that. Man, I don't want to. Don't care. Okay. I will go see Infinity War at some point, maybe. I'm trying really hard to go out on a date with my husband, but it is just practically impossible. Okay. I'm not saying anything about the movie. I'm not giving it away. No, don't give it away on here, guys. Come on. She's 56. If you are 56, you do not have any reason to not know what a Padawan is, Jamie. Right? Come on. I mean, I'm 43 and I was raised on Star Wars. Are you kidding me? Star Wars is my jam. Now, I'm not necessarily like deeply into Star Wars. Don't get me wrong. I am definitely not. I am definitely not into Trek. I mean, Star Trek. I'm not a Trekkie. But I love those movies and I love what they teach. And so that's where I got that from. All right. Let's see. How many more minutes do we have? I think we have 14-ish minutes. So if you guys have anything else you want to talk about, let me know. I don't see any more questions at the moment. What else? What was it like? There was something else that I was going to mention, but I just can't remember what it is. I don't know. Yeah, like it's been a rough couple of months for me, like keto wise, and I'm glad I have YouTube because I don't know what I would have done without it. Though I remember surviving this last year. I mean, I didn't have as many dance competitions, but I definitely still did the photo shoots for the studio and stood on my feet all that time at, oh my gosh, let's see, how much less do I weigh now than I did this time last year? So by May last year, I had lost 29, 33. So I was still like in the 340s when I did picture day last year. Wow. Oh, I'm so glad that I didn't have that to struggle with this year. I didn't have any sore feet. Like my back was sore from holding up the camera, but my feet didn't hurt. And like the lady has bought gel mats because I have such a hard time standing that long. She took pity on me and she bought me gel mats and I stood on those mats and like was dying last year. And this year I didn't even need to stand on the gel mats. They were kind of annoying actually. I kind of moved them out of the way because I didn't really need them. That was awesome. Like seriously awesome. And all of the moms, like I've been photographing that studio for I think 6 years, or is this 5 or 6 years? And I think 5 years. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, all of them were like blown away. They hadn't seen me since last year at 340-ish pounds. So they were like blown away. It's kind of fun to see people that you haven't seen in that amount of time really notice. And I think there were probably some who thought that she hired a different photographer because I look so different. Oh, and this was a funny one. So last night my daughter had her school dance concert and I wore my head. I don't know if you can see my hair. Well, you can see I parted it on the other side and kind of pushed it over. But I actually had my hair in a ponytail right up here on top of my head with a little bump, like a little girl hairstyle kind of thing, because I was practicing for Saturday because not only do I have a big full day of pictures, but I am in the first set of pictures. So I have to have hair and makeup done with a curly ponytail and all that. So I was practicing, seeing if I could even get a ponytail up there. And I wore it because I had already done my hair. I wore it to the show. And my mom came up to me and she put her arms around me and she whispered in my ear and she's like, Tammy, with your hair up like that, you look like you're 16. Like it was some tragedy. I think she meant it like a compliment. But yeah. Apparently my hair in a ponytail made even more of a difference. So today I decided I'm parting it on the other side. I'm going to throw people for a loop and put my hair in a ponytail. We'll see how it goes at clogging tonight, but yeah, non-scale victory, looking like you're 16. I'll take that. Now I'm definitely not 16. And I definitely opened my window up there because you can see, oh man, you can't see them as well because I opened my window. Look at me looking young right there. Yeah, there they are. See these? I don't know what I've done to them. I think because I was so paranoid that I was getting them and I was like exfoliating so much, I think I've actually made them worse instead of better. 43, they're starting to come on. But see this beautiful window light right here, people? Yeah, I don't even have my lamp on. Oh man, I don't even have my lamp on. That makes it better. Ah, yeah, see that right there? It pays to be a photographer when it comes to YouTube. Don't be fooled, my friends. I don't really look like this. This is completely fake. It's all lighting and makeup. I have wrinkles, definitely. I look old. I have gray hair, though. You can't really always see it. There's a few in there. So, yeah, I like looking young, though, on here. It makes it so I can stand to look at myself for an hour. Because if I had to stare at myself for an hour not looking beautiful, probably be a problem. Okay, let's see. Okay, Sandra Jerry or Gary, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. She has a question that is interesting. I think we talked about it last week, actually, on our live chat. I'm not sure, but I think we did. But she says, I haven't looked on the Facebook. Do you have a plan for when you're in maintenance? I'm a couple pounds away. What? You're a couple pounds away from maintenance? Oh my gosh, that is fantastic. Happy, 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 joy, joy. Okay. Yes, I do. So if you'll watch my fats video that is in the Mentor Monday playlist, you will see that I just describe fats as a lever. And so basically, I intend to stay keto forever and ever and ever. Amen. At least that is my plan for now. As I am studying the art and science of low carbohydrate living, Dr. Finney has presented a case that has gotten me convinced that I am actually carbohydrate intolerant, that my body just cannot process carbohydrates the way others would, and that my insulin receptors do not move the glycogen into my muscles the way they should, and thus causing extra glycogen to be floating around in my bloodstream, thus causing my body to pack on fat. So I am not intending to ever go back on carbohydrates as fuel. So what I will do is I will raise up my fats until I stop losing. I'm not going to lower my protein level. I really love the amount of protein that I'm eating. It's very satiating. It makes it so I can keep my calories low. I may drop it a little bit depending on if I find out what my actual lean mass is, and I might be able to do that at some point. When I get really close, I'll probably go in for a bod pod or a DEXA scan of some kind to find out what my actual body fat percentage is so that I can get my real protein number that's the best to stick with. Dr. Finney recommends 1.8 to 2 grams of protein per kilogram of lean body mass. And when we came up with our macros in Keto and the Chaos group, we used the 1.8. I think it's the 1.8 that we used. We used the lower. I could be wrong. I wasn't the one who actually put them together. It was Brandy Niemeyer, one of my moderators, who actually put them together. But we used that guideline to determine the protein number. So I'm planning to stick to my 120 protein, but I will raise my fats up. So I will eat more fattier meats. I'll eat more butter on my vegetables. Where I've had 0% yogurt, I might switch to full fat. I will just add more fat into my foods. I'm hoping that I won't have to do fat bombs or put fat in my coffee. Not coffee. I don't drink coffee. See, I watch you guys too much. I don't drink coffee. It's against my religion. My Creo brew, my cocoa stuff. I might add a little bit more fats to that because it's tastier that way. But what I will do is I will eat the amount of calories that my body burns in a day so that I will maintain my weight. And that is the recommendation of how to stay lean and keep going on keto and not get too thin, because you want to get to where you're comfortable and happy, but you don't want to get to where you're like 3% body fat like poor Matt did on his cut on Keto Connect. Eek. That boy, he looked not pretty. Sorry, Matt, if you're watching. It was not good. I'm hoping he's putting some back on. You need a little bit of fat, people. A little bit. Plus, if you only have 3% body fat, what do you do if you're like exercising and you run out of like dietary fat? You'd have to eat a lot more dietary fat if you're that low in body fat percentage, because your body wouldn't have any backup, and it would definitely need enough calories to run from your diet. So me, I'm hoping to keep like a little bit of storage. It shouldn't be too much of a problem since, yeah. Anyway, that's the plan for maintenance. We talked about that last week too, though, I think. Okay, let's see. We also talked about this last week and probably every week before that. Laura Trent asks if I've ever tried a common fasts like the egg fast. Nope, and I don't intend to, and I won't advocate for them, and I'll say no, don't do it. It's a waste of time. Not just lower your fats. If you're at a standstill, you've been doing regular keto, especially if you've been doing the 75%, 20% protein keto, drop your fats, raise your proteins. That's my advice. If you're already doing higher protein, lower fat, then go 10 or so lower on your fat grams for 6 days, and then do a maintenance day where you eat a maintenance calorie fat day for 1 day, and see if that will jog your metabolism a little bit. But yeah, I don't do egg fasts, water fasts, extended fasts, no fasts. The only fast I do is intermittent fasting, because I only eat two times a day, and that's purely really for convenience, because my life is crazy and I don't have time to eat except for around between 12 and 2, sometime between 12 and 2, and sometime between 8 and 10, because that's the only time I have time. Now I know that that's against my circadian rhythm, and I know that Tristan from Primal Edge Health would not agree with me that that's the healthiest way to do it. I tried eating in the morning, and all it did was make me want more food, so I'm just going to keep on keeping on with what I'm doing. It's working, I'm losing weight, so that's what I'm doing. And I'm not going to change it, and I'm not going to try any fad fasts. Nope. Jamie J asks an amazingly awesome question that has not been asked. Crazy. I can't even believe that's never been asked. I hope I'm understanding what you mean. Is salt unlimited? So what she means is there a max amount of salt that you should or should not overdo? And the answer is no. The reason why is because your body will flush the salt out of your system if you hit too much. So everyone has their own personal threshold, and in the beginning your threshold will be lower, and as you go on you can raise it up, and you technically as you go on you need less. So some people will need less as they go, and some people will need more as they go, and you just really have to go by what your body feels like. So there are some times of the month where I feel like I have to have a lot more, and there are some times where I feel like I need a lot less. And I kind of go by how I feel, unless I'm on my regular schedule and I take oh man, did I forget my Go Stack again? Oh no, here it is. It is not the prettiest thing right now. I think I should probably wash the salt out of this, but this is my Soleil water, 1,400 milligrams per tablespoon. I have videos on how to make that. Just search Soleil, SOLE, water in the YouTube search bar, and you will find videos on how to make it. And this right here is 2,000 milligrams of sodium when I fill this right here and drink it. And I drink 4 per day, so I drink 8,000 milligrams a day. On top of salting food, on top of bacon, on top of anything else that I'm consuming. That is my supplement that I take, 8,000 milligrams. I do not have diarrhea. I feel fine. I feel happy. I feel energy. That's where my energy mostly comes from. I know if I need more, and I do usually need more at least once per month, because I'll start to feel keto fluish, headachy, can't speak, can't find my words, feeling a little groggy, fuzzy brained, things like that. So if you find yourself feeling that way, you probably need more. If you're retaining water, you probably need more. Basically, the answer to every ailment on keto is you need more. So no, I would say no, as long as you're spreading it out throughout the day and you don't take too much at once. You'll know if you took too much at once, because within 20 minutes, you're going to be in the bathroom having a nice little flush. So if you're having issues with constipation, it can definitely help with that too. So yeah, there's not really a limit, because your body will flush it, I guess. Is that right? By the way, Karen Rothwell wants you guys to know that there is a live chat today, a Q&A with Dr. Finney and his partner, Amy McKenzie, at 11 a.m. Pacific time. The link has been shared in my Facebook group. So if you want to ask the actual expert some of your questions, you should head over there. I wish I had time. I am going to be driving during that time. Maybe I'll try and see if I can pop on at red lights, and listen to it. I'll probably just listen to it while I drive. Yeah, because I'd love to know more. I have learned so much. We've studied 7 chapters of the art and science of low carbohydrate living, I think. Or we're on chapter 8. I can't remember. Every Sunday we study a chapter and we discuss it on our event page. And you can find that by joining the Keto Chaos Facebook group. And at the top there's an event and you can just click on it. And you can see all of the discussions that we have discussed in the past and our future discussions. By the way, how's your Disney trip going, Karen? I'm loving your pictures and I can't wait to see more crazy Disney from other countries. I just cannot wait. All right, let's see. Jesus rules. Thank you. That's a good comment. I see the Trump guy is not bugging us anymore. Thank you. That's fabulous. Okay. I keep getting this question and I don't know the answer. Mega is asking, Mega Devanagan, I don't know how to pronounce it, I'm sorry. It's probably Indian. Yes? Indian? I don't know. Like from where my daughter is from. She says, I know pink Himalayan salt is good, but my pink salt bottle said it doesn't contain iodine, which is a necessary nutrient. Should I add table salt as well in my food? People keep asking me about iodine, and I haven't seen anything in the keto communities I haven't found it in the art and science. Like, I don't know what the deal is with iodine. I mean, I know that we added iodine to our salt because we needed it and we weren't getting it. But I really think that was because it was like, the Great Depression, and people were eating like nothing. Like the stuff they were eating wasn't nutrient dense. I'm guessing you probably should look up iodine-rich foods and add them into your diet. But I have not done that, and I really do not know the answer. So that would be a good question to ask Dr. Finney. And if you find out the answer, you should tell me, because I would really love to know, because people keep asking me that and I don't know the answer. And I hate when I don't know the answer. And I've actually Googled it and I haven't found any answer. So, yeah, an egg fast, will it really break a stall? It's a gimmick. I don't know. Who cares if it will? Like, it's eggs. Just only eggs. Your body needs nutrients. You need your veggies. You need a variety of food. And frankly, what I would do is I'd add up all the eggs that you plan to eat, find out what those macros are, and look at those macros. It's probably not going to give you any weight loss because eggs are 50-50 fat protein. Like, it's not it won't be a calorie deficit if you eat enough eggs. Like, your fats will still be high. To me, it seems like if you're going to fast, you should do a fat fast and do, like I've said before, protein-sparing modified fast, which is very high protein, very low fat. That will break a stall. But it is awful, and I don't necessarily recommend it unless you're desperate. It's a really good cut, though. And you have to buy the book, and it's a lot of information, and yeah, anyway. Yes, I saw Keto Connect's announcement. They're finally engaged. Congratulations, Matt and Mega. So exciting. And, one of my favorite ketoers. Emily on keto or Emily does keto. I always get it wrong. I think it's on keto. She is pregnant. She's expecting twins. Did I get that right? I sure hope so. And keto is what helped her finally overcome PCOS and become pregnant. So I am so happy for Emily. It's exciting. There's lots of exciting announcements out there in the keto world right now. It's awesome. Cindy says someone did a video on iodine. Please feel free to stick it in here. Sandy did. Sandy's losing it. Ken Berry. Emily does keto. See, I always get it wrong. I don't know why. All right. Maria asks, this is going to be my last question because I'm over time. My kids are in the car. I can hear them get out there in the car already because they're like, Mom, time to go. Okay. She says, I'm having a hard time doing intermittent fasting. I only have to have coffee and cream. I only eat dinner with one snack. So I stop eating at 9 and around 8 a.m. is coffee time. Is it a must to do intermittent fasting? That's kind of confusing. I'm not sure, are you not doing 2 meals? You're just doing dinner and a snack? That's all? So yeah, to me, that's like a OMAD almost, 1 meal a day almost. I would divide your meal macros in half and I would eat 2 meals at least 4 hours apart. If you're trying to do intermittent fasting, don't push it. You don't need to push it past 16 hours. So if you eat at noon and 8, you're golden. You don't need to push it that far. Does that make sense? You're pushing it too far. If you have coffee with cream, it's breaking your fast most likely, and that's probably making it harder. If you can drink your coffee with half and half or with nothing or with almond milk, something that's lower in fats and calories, you're going to have better success that way. Pushing it off, but why push it off so far? You don't need to push it off so far. Just eat around noon or 1 o'clock. Eat when you get hungry in the morning, and then eat again 4 hours later. And eat a big protein breakfast. You don't need to eat just a snack. You need to have at least 30 grams of protein in your meal. Eat a big breakfast. Optimal Ketogenic Dieters has a lot of information about fasting. So if you guys are looking for fasting info, I don't have that info because I don't do it. But they have lots of info on how to do it well. And their suggestion is actually eat very early in the morning and not eat past 4 p.m. for your circadian rhythms. I can't do that. I have to eat at night. I'll lose my mind if I don't. But that might be worth a try if you're feeling really, really hungry in the morning. But the answer is no, you do not have to do intermittent fasting, but you should not do snacks. So if you're not going to do intermittent fasting, you should divide your macros into 3 meals and eat 3 meals, no snacks. You need that 3 to 4 hours between meals for muscle protein synthesis to come back down. Like it stimulates and then it comes back down and then it stimulates again. If you're eating often, you're wasting that protein. That protein is not going to building muscles. You need to give your body time to deal with that. So, all right. I hope that answers your question. There's a whole video about muscle protein synthesis. If that helps, just search it in the YouTube search bar. And let me know if I can help you guys any other way. Join the Facebook group. You can talk to me privately over there. Ask your questions over there. There's lots of good helpers that will help answer your questions. And you just search Keto Chaos. There's a page and a Facebook group. Make sure you join the group, not just like the page. That's all I have for you guys today. We'll talk to you again soon. Oh, wait.